Hey guys, it's YB. I just wanted to check in with you and check to see how you're doing. I'll let you know that we're doing okay here. I'm sitting upstairs with our dog Shiloh. See him there. Okay. Didn't let me go anywhere without him. But I just wanted to check in and reassure you as soon as I hear anything about how school is going to be run or what we're going to be working with in the near future, I'll let you know. I do know right now that the STAR test has been canceled. So I know for juniors that affects you with the U.S. history test. I do not yet know what AP is going to do. I know College Board is kind of waiting to make a decision. When I hear something on that, I'll let you know as well. But I wanted to run through a few ideas for you as you're kind of sitting at home while we're waiting to kind of figure out what's going to happen here. First time is just kind of take the time this week, and I'll be sending you information as we kind of go through this. But some things you can do that might be helpful is check on a neighbor. If you have an elderly neighbor or someone who's sick, might need help with groceries, they can't get out for whatever reason, or they feel very intimidated about going grocery shopping. Which, if you've been, I can understand. But maybe they need some help with their lawn, or maybe just even letting them know that you're there if they need you. Doesn't have to be a super involved thing, but it's just a good gesture. I'm also going to try to start some kind of campaign with one of the local like nursing homes, so those people are pretty much shut off from outside access. About trying to maybe write a letter to someone in the nursing home, just letting them know who you are, that you're there to visit. Getting a letter a couple of times a week might be something helpful. Some other things that you can look at doing um, is taking the time to learn something. If you look behind me, you see a lot of books, and Rachel and I spend a lot of time reading. Not that you have to do that, but I think it might be productive for you. But practice things that you're not having the time to normally do. So if you don't know how to change a tire, this would be a good time to learn, or some other skill like learning how to do the laundry or how to cook a meal for yourself, or any of those other helpful things that as you're getting ready to go off into college, you might feel like, you know what, I really don't know how to handle that. How do I set up a checking account or any of that? You can also do something light, like learning how to juggle or whittle, uh, even whistling. I found my old pocket knife today. I'm going to try to whittle a little bit, which I haven't done since I was maybe 10, 11, 12 years old. It's a good time to kind of sit back and maybe learn something new. And I'll give you some suggestions on that too. Um, Always a good time to learn something. So I don't know. Some of you follow my literary Twitter account, which is at Elite Lit Book Group. But every day I post something, sometimes twice a day, um, just kind of a bite size little fact about thinking, literature, philosophy. It's just an idea for you to chew on. You could also follow. I've been putting together a set of poems that I'll read a short poem and then talk a little bit about it. So if that's something you're interested in looking at, you can find it on any podcast platform. Just look for Poetry Focused Podcast, and it comes from the Elite Literary Book Group. So that's on there for you to look at too, if you like. I'll be posting a lot of material that's supplementary. And again, this is not required, but since you have the time, it might be a good idea just to try to learn something new. You could also learn something new by anticipating what your colleges are going to be like. So go ahead, and if you want to kind of pursue a certain field, look into it a little bit, find out about the major. You go to the academic sources site and you'll see a list of the courses that you'd be expected to take. Look into one of those. If you've never heard of meteorology, take a look at it, see what you might learn about it, get ahead of the curve if you can. Also a good time to work on those college application essays. Start looking at what's required there. Juniors, that's a unit I'll be going over with. Seniors, you might want to look at your scholarship essays. This is a good time to do some searching for that. um, and this is a good time to talk about how you handled you know this kind of strange time in everyone's life. All right. And then finally, take the time to have a decent conversation with somebody. If you haven't talked to somebody in a long time, maybe this is the time. Life begins with forgiveness and letting go. Let go of that excess baggage in your life. All right. I'll be back with more information and videos as time allows, and I'll let you know as soon as I know anything. Thanks again. Bye bye.